This is Lance at the MY4SONS warehouse. In this video, we'd like to talk about how to solve any leak problems you might have. Okay, we'd like to address solving leaks. Number one, if you can identify as close as you can to where the leak is coming from. And then in that location, you'll want to verify that the O-rings are intact, that you don't have double O-rings, that the O-rings are positioned correctly, and that they're not damaged. And we're showing most of the O-ring locations at the ends of the hoses, the end of the wand, and then inside the flange. Once you verify that the O-rings are in place and in good condition, now you want to make sure everything's as tight as you can get it without damaging the threads. You can normally hand tighten the valve and that's sufficient. Also screwing the wand onto the valve threads. Sometimes you can use a wrench on this. Don't go too heavy though, it will damage the threads. And of course that goes all the way down to your valves, your nozzles attached, as well as this connection here. Make sure you go with a hand tighten as far as you can and then go a quarter turn until the dribbling goes away. Okay, if you verify that the O-rings are in good condition and you've tightened them down, and now if you're getting a slow ebb coming out of the end of the wand and probably a little bit of a burp noise from the pump indicating a slow leak, but it's nowhere external that you can see, more than likely it's the valve handle. Needs to have the O-ring piston replaced. One of these O-rings is out of place. So that's, once again, if you can replace that, that should solve the slow leak problem coming out of your wand. Okay, if you've got a slow leak, something that accumulates water overnight, if you've got some fluid in the tank, the main culprit for that is a bad seal between the elbow and the nipple of the tank. The first thing we suggest that you do is tighten the hose clamp, and the hose clamp should be facing the door so you don't have to pull off the bottom plate. If that doesn't solve the problem, and most of the time any leaks that we're going to be getting are from these thermoplastic elbows. They are a little bit harder at room temperature, so the next thing we recommend is heating them up with a gun, a heat gun, and then tightening the hose clamp again. If that doesn't help, just go online, and we've got these replacement elbows that are super good at sealing, and they're higher flow. They're online for low cost, and that 99% of the time that's going to help you repair that broken seal that has occurred over time. If you get relatively large leaks, only when the pump is running, and that means when it's not running you basically don't see anything coming out. And a lot of times it's going to be around the pump. The reason you're getting those is because the pump seal has been compromised. And we recommend simply replacing the pump. We do not have rebuild kits. We keep the prices low for our replacement parts. Okay, the least often reason why we have leaks is due to a perforated diaphragm in the pump. And that's occurred because a particle has gone through the diaphragm and broken the seal, and the conditions surrounding that are if you leave fluid in the tank overnight and you don't have a hose attached to the output that can prevent that from dribbling out, you will get a slow drizzle of fluid and eventually will drain the tank. And that just means that your seal is, your diaphragm is compromised, it's been perforated, and it's time to replace the pump. Again, replacements are online on our website, and we can get those off to you same day.